Okay, hi there, everybody. Kind of apologetic here. I normally post a easy puzzle on Sundays because I kind of want to let people ramp up to some difficulty. And I just realized that instead of doing an easy puzzle today, I grabbed one of the hard ones. And not even the right week number for it. So I'm going to do my best to solve it. My best is usually pretty good, but it might be less than expected. We shall see. Give you a couple minutes to pull it or grab this if you'd like. I'm also going to get the puzzle that we're supposed to be doing today, 350, and I'll do that after. And I'll get it's not one that I'm going to share a solution on BlueSky on, but I'll note that I did do it in the video. And so, all right, that should be long enough. Let's make sure it checks. It does. All right. Let's see, we get an 8 here, 8 here. Looks like we get to put an 8 here. Okay, one of these two is going to be an 8. And one of these two. That means one of these two will be an 8. One of these two. All right, let's get those marked. One of these two is going to be a 9. Oh, we got to get these two 8s marked as well. Got 2 possibilities for a 7 there, 2 here, 2 over here, and up here as well. You might be noticing some symmetry in here. That's kind of one of the side effects of these. I'm not going to mark these 4 because, well, that's 4. Looks like we got 4s though in here that we can mark. And I've got 3 possibilities here. Do we have, okay, we get a 2 here. We get 3 possibilities for 2 here. 3 possibilities for 2 here. All right, we get a 2 here. That means one of I got 4 possibilities for 2 there. However, we do have 2 possibilities here. Let's see, and 2 possibilities here. 2 and 9 combination here means we can restrict any other numbers we have to not be in there. So one of these is going to be a 3, but there's 3 possibilities. Again, we got the 4 possibilities here, 5. How about 6s? We've got 4 possibilities for 6 at the moment. And we got these 2 7s, these 2 8s. So we're done with that until we do the next step up. All right, 1, 2. So do we have any place for 3s? It looks like I got 3 places for 3s. 4, how about 5s? It looks like we get a single 5. Now we've got 2 places for 3s. And it looks like the other one we're missing here is 6s. That might help a little bit elsewhere. Okay, we got 3 places for 6 there. That doesn't help me enough. One of these two is going to be a 5. And we've got 3 possibilities for a 5 here and here. However, we get a 1 possibility for a 5 there, which narrows this down to just 2 possibilities. Up here, we've got 2 possibilities for a 5. Here we've got the 2 possibilities. We got them marked. All right. Now let's go on through 6s. We've got those 2 marked for 6. We've got 3 possibilities here then. 2 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here as a result. And we get that 6 or that 8-6 combination similar to this 9-2. It affects things. We'll come back to that. All right, 3 possibilities for 6 here, three possibilities here, and no real guidance over here. How about sevens? We've already gone through some of them once, and it looks like the only thing I've got missing is we're going to have two possibilities for a 7 here. And that looks like that takes care of that. 8s, we've got two possibilities here, two here, given here, learned here, given here, two possibilities here, and it looks like we get a single possibility here for an 8. Means not an 8 up here, that's an 8 now. Also, it means not a 7 here, so we get 1, 2, so 3 is going to be one of these three. Oh, hey, we can put a 7 there and remove that. Looks like I now have 2 places for a 6. 4s, 2 places for 4. And then the remaining number is a 3, which goes here. So can't go here though, so that's not it. That's going to be a 6, a 4, and a 3 here. So not a 6 here. 6 comes in here. Let's see. We got one of these two is going to be a 1. Get a 2, 3. About a 4. Well, this one's going to be a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So one of these two is going to be a 9. We'll be coming back to check on that in a little bit. All right. So not a 7 here. That makes this into a 7. And we've got 2 possibilities for 4 now. Oh, no. I've got a 4. How about 1s? Nothing useful here for 1s. 2s, 3s, 4, 5s. It looks like I've got 2 possibilities for a 5 here. 6, 7, 8, and how about 9? Well, one of these two is going to be a 9, but that doesn't... Oh, there we go. One of these two is going to be a 9. That would suggest that this might, or either of these two might be a 1, but we don't actually eliminate this one as a possibility. So, on the other hand, down here, we've got a 1 and a 1, not a 4. We've got a 2, a 3. Oh, hey, not a 7 here. That makes this a 7. Anything else I'm missing yet? Nope. So, we get 3 possibilities for 4. 2 possibilities for 5. How about 6s? It looks like I've got 2 possibilities for 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that missing 4 possibly is one of these two, but we don't know for sure yet. All right. How about anything else here? Well, we can pop over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities for 1. 3 possibilities for 2. 2 possibilities for 3 here. Okay. And 2 possibilities for 4. How about 5s? We got 2 possibilities for 5, 6. A given 7, 2 possibilities for an 8. That means one of these is going to be a 9, and we've got way too many options for that. However, we do know that it's not going to be one of these two because it's not going to be one of these two because I've got an 8-6 pair that's taking up the space on those two. Could be here though. So let's come on down here and see if we got anything we can solve here. So we got a 1, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 possibilities for 2. It looks like 5 possibilities for 3. Got a 4. How about 5s? It looks like we've got the 2 possibilities for 5. 6, 2 possibilities for 7. 8, and then 3 possibilities for 9. So that doesn't help me much. All right, how about here? What have we got? Anything? 3 possibilities for 1. And 2 possibilities for 2, and we've got those marked. 3 possibilities for 3. And we got the 2 possibilities for 4 mark. Looks like I've got 5 possibilities for 5. 6s, I've got 3 possibilities. 7s, 8, and 4 possibilities for 9. Okay, we've been through everything. We've got a square solved, 2 squares that are fully populated. Let's go ahead and come into these. We know one of these is going to be 1, don't know which. 2s, we got 3 possibilities for that. 3s, we've got lots of possibilities, 2 possibilities for 3, 2 possibilities for 4, 2 for 5, 2 for 6, 7, 2 for 8, and all kinds of possibilities for 9, because nothing's been marked down here that can't be a 9 yet. All right, how about here? We've got 3 possibilities for 1. We've got a 2, 2. We got the 2 possibilities for 2. How about 3s? Well, we've got 3 possibilities for 3. 2 possibilities for 4 that are earmarked already. 5s, we've got 5 possibilities. How about 6s? Looks like we've got 3 possibilities for 6. 7s, it looks like I've got the 2 marked. 8 is a given, or is learned, I should say. And we've got 4 possibilities for 9. Down here we had a pair of 1s, 2, 3, and 3 possibilities for 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 1. That makes this a 7, 5, and 6 here, 3 here, 4, or 6 here. No solve there, not a solve here either. 1, 9 pair. However, that's not a 6, that's not a 6 or 3. That makes this into a 3. Oh, nope. Let's undo that. Unwind that. Little faux into at that point. Not a 7, so this is a 7 and this is a 5. So not a 5 here. That doesn't affect 7 here, so it's not in that cell. All right. Not a 1 here. So 4, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 6. 4, 2, 4, 3. 9, 5, lots of possible. Okay, let's move on here. We've got 2 possibilities for 1, 2 possibilities for 2, 3 possibilities for a 3. 6 might be eligible as well, but we'll see. Looks like I've actually got 4 possibilities for a 6, but I probably should be filling in the 4s, where I've got 3 possibilities for 4. A 5 and 6, 7, 2 possibilities for 8, 2 for 9. All right. And nothing is really cleaning up there. So 1, 2, we get 2 possibilities for 2 here. So not a 2 there, and don't have one down here. We got 2 possibilities for 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 possibilities for 9. All right, this time we are going to have to do a punt. We'll come up here, we'll do 1 and a 9 here. See if that helps us. 9 here, 1 here. And 1 here. Not a 9. Not a 1. 9, 3, 9, 3 pair. 4, 3, 4, 2, 3. 9, 2, 9, 5, 5, 2. Now let's clean up this here a little bit. We get a 3 here, 1. Not a 1 or 9, not a 9, so that's a 5. Neither 1 or 9, not a 1, not a 1. 9 here, so not a 9 here or here. 42. Not a 9 here, so that becomes a 2. a 3 and a 9. 3 here, 4. 5 here, 9 and 2. 2 and 9, 4. Oh, that's breakage. We had a long way to go back to revert that. I was recalling it. We'll see here. Ah, there we are. So I tried a 1 here. We'll try a 1 here now. And that gets us that fix. That becomes a 1. Becomes a 4, 2 here. Pair, not a 9, not a 9 or 1. 9 or 1. Not a 1. 9, 3 pairs there. Not a 9. Not a 1. Not a 9 here. 9 here. 1 here. 3 here. Not a 9. 2 here. 5, 3, and 4. 2 and 9 here. 5. We got a 4, 6 pairs there. We're going to have to clean that up in just a couple of minutes. Looks like I get a 1 here. This becomes a 9 and a 3. 5 here. Then 4 down here. 2, 9. 6 here. 8, 3, 8. 3, 6, 4. And we get to wrap this up with an 8, 6, 4, and a 2. All right, that took me 15 minutes and 5 seconds. I will get that posted to the channel, and I wish everybody a wonderful weekend. Oh wait, I was going to do another one, wasn't I? Let me pull up the puzzle that I should have posted. And that's going to be in here. And in this file. This should have been 350. Now, just because it's easy does not mean it's going to go faster than the puzzle I just did. I can hope it does. It'd be nice if it took less than 5 minutes, but I'm not expecting that. I do have to remember to log the results here so that I can get that published. And while I'm doing that, you could take a look at the puzzle and see if you can get a start on solving it. I will be right back here. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm going to note that it took me 15 minutes and 05. For a puzzle that should not have been on the list. All right, have you had a chance to take a look at it? Got a good solve going on it? Well, let's see what I can do. First of all, verify it is solvable. It says it is. All right. So one of these two is going to be a 6. It's going to be this one, because that's going to be a 6. One of these will be a 7. This is going to be a 6. And that's going to be a 6. Let's see, 1s. One of these two will be a 1. Don't have a lot of narrow down on that yet. Here's going to be a 1, which means this will be a 1. Still have those 3 as possibilities, 2 2 as possibilities. And 2 possibilities here. And all right, we'll hold off on that. We get a 3 here. Can't be a 3 up there, so this is a 3. One of these 2 is going to be a 3. Let's see, I got 4 possibilities here for now, 3 possibilities here. 5 possibilities there, not a lot of guidance. 2 possibilities here. Let's mark those. Over here, we've got all of 5 possibilities, so we'll come back to it. 4, one of these 2 is going to be a 4. One of these 2 is going to be a 4. We got 2 possibilities here. And let's see. One of these 3 is going to be a 4. Let's not mark 3 of them, but we got 3 possibilities here as well. All right, we'll come back to that. 5s. We got a 5 here. One of these, this one's going to be a 5. That's going to be a 5 here. And down here, we've got one there already. It looks like all the 5s are solved. 6s. Did we change anything with 6s? Looks like all of the 6s are in place. How about 7s? We've got, we can drop a 7 here. One of these 3 down here will be a 7. I've got 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities over here. So that's going to do it for the moment. 8s, well, this one's going to be an 8. One of these 3 will be an 8. Come back to that. One of these 2 is going to be an 8. Got an 8 here. One of these 2 is going to be an 8. 4 possibilities here. So let's look at the 9s. Well, one of these 2 is going to be a 9. We know that because I got a 9 here that blocks all of these out. Nothing useful there. One of these 2 is going to be a 9. It doesn't really help me much with that. It says I've got 3 possibilities here. Everything's open here, here. We got those 2. Looks like 3 possibilities here with the 4 possibilities here. And 3 possibilities here. All right, let's run through these again, make sure I got everything taken care of before I jump into other alternatives, alternative solution processes. And yep, everything looks like I'm going to have to stumble through this. All right, we get the 1s. How about 2s? There's 2 blocking down at the bottom, so one of these 3 is a 2. 3, I got to 3 down at the bottom. That means these 3 are possible. 4s, I've got 3 possible 4s here. I got a 5, a 6, a 7, and 8, and that means this one's going to be a 3. Not a 3, not a 3. I've got 3 possibilities for 9. Couldn't be here because, well, there's a 9 right there. So, let's see. How about over here? Oh, we can take care of this 3 here. As a result of that, we now have 1s. How about 2s? Looks like 4 possibilities for 2. No, 3 possibilities because this one blocks this. 2, 3 given, or learned, 4, 5, and 6 given. 7 is going to be one of these 2. That means one of these 2 is going to be a 7. And 2 possibilities for 8. And all that's left now is we can say that's a 9. The 2 there, not a 9 here, not a 9. Hold on. Okay, not a 2 here. So one of these 2 is going to be a 9. And that will come back to. So 1, not a 2 here. So we've got 2, 2, 2, and 2 as possibilities. Actually, just 3 of the 2s. 3s, we've got 2 possibilities for 3. I got a 4, a 5, and a 6 already. 2 possibilities for a 7. 4 possibilities for an 8. That kind of leaves 1 possibility for a 9, so let's mark that. That means I've now got 2 possibilities for a 9 down here. So 1, we got 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. We've got 4 possibilities for 7. 8s, it looks like I've got everything's open for 8s. And we've got those 2 already are marked for 9s. So we got a pair of 1s possible, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got 3 possibilities for 7. What do we got for 8s? Looks like 2 possibilities for 8s. That makes these not 7s. That makes this a 7. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 7. Not a 7 here. Not helping much there. Turns this into a 9. So not a 9 here. This becomes a 9. All right. 1s. We got 3 possibilities here for 1. For 2 possibilities for a 2. Means this one's not a 2. 3s, we've got 2 possibilities. Actually, we got 1 possibility for 3. Turns that into a 1. That turns into a 9 or 8. That becomes an 8. That becomes a 1. That becomes a 2. Not a 2 here. It looks like that's going to be a 4. 8 or 2 here. Not a 2 here or here. 9 here, 8, 2, 4, 9, and 1, 7, 2, 8, 3, 8, 3 pair. We'll hang on for the moment on those. 7, 8, 3, 8, 7, 8, 3, 8, 3 there. Hey, we get a 9 and a 4 here. We're now working on this square. So we got a 1 given. We got a 2 blocking here. So one of these 2 is 2, not that one though. So this is a 2. This becomes a 4. And this becomes a 9. Not a 4 here. So that's a 4, not a 9 here. So that's a 9. 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got a 7 and an 8. 7 goes here, 8 here. 8 here, 3 here, 8 here, 3 here, 7 here to solve. That took me 9 minutes and 7 seconds. I want to say thanks to everybody. I hope you had a good evening. We will try this again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.